Alright guys, so here we are on my computer. I already searched for Fitbit, so I would narrow down my email, and I'm going to just randomly choose a week or a few of these weekly progress reports from Fitbit. I'll open up the one that was received on July the 19th. So here it is. Hi David, and these are the weekly stats from July 12th to July 18th. And again, as I mentioned before, emails come in late at night, almost at midnight, so it's kind of late. You probably review that on Tuesday unless you're up that late. So a quick recap. These stars mean what days I actually walked over 10,000 steps, right? So don't think anything else other than that. And we can configure that in the settings and so forth, but that's a standard, that's a default. So 4 days out of the 7 I did walk rather 10,000 steps or more, and the total steps for the whole week were 17,036, which gives you an average of just over 11,000 steps, which, even though it sounds to be a good number, the prior week I actually walked more. So this week has almost 7,000 steps less, which is not terrible, but it's that gives you an idea of if you're working out more or less. The total miles, 3539, which again it's less than last week, and it's expected also that the calories burned per day, it's also less, so 108 calories less, and pretty much all the numbers are trending down, almost, not everything, but almost. So the total activity in minutes, this is activity that is 15 minutes or more, so it doesn't mean that that's the total time that I was active. It just means Fitbit would track 15 minutes or more as an actual workout or an actual active minute. So it was obviously more than that, but that's just 15 minutes or more of continuously working out, walking, or the gym or whatever. The goal was met as far as exercising 5 of 5 days. Again, that is the 15 minutes or more of continuous exercise. That I probably would be adjusting, because 15 minutes it's on the lower end. I usually obviously combine, it's more than 15 minutes of activity that I do a day, but that's just how the settings are set up right now. And the sleep, 6 hours, just around 6.5 hours, which is a good thing, even though I should be closer to the 7.5 or 8. But overall I was 26 minutes over last week as far as the sleep. And last activity here, or last stat, it's the number of hours that I did over 250 steps, right? So that's why it's useful to walk around, like take breaks, go for a walk if your job allows you to do so. Obviously, if you're at freaking construction work or something that it's a lot more active, you don't have to worry about this. But if you work on a desk like I do, take breaks often. Well, the two and then lunch. What I'm trying to say is try to get away from your desk. Don't be sitting at your desk the whole 8 hours, because that's what this is measuring. Now next, so we don't make this video too long, I'm going to jump onto the app on the tablet, so we can compare the stats that we're seeing here to what the tablet actually has, and hope it'll make some sense. So let's jump onto the app now and check out the numbers as well. Alright guys, so I'm going to open up the app Fitbit here on the tablet, and we're going to jump into the week that matches the days that the weekly review was talking about. Now, one thing that I want to clarify right away, so you guys don't get confused and think I'm crazy because the days that I'm mentioning, the email mentions July 12th to July the 18th, and the days that it captures, it's using Monday as the first day of the week and Sunday as the last day of the week for these weekly reviews that I got via email. On the app, if you guys notice, it starts with July 11th and ends on July 17th. So one difference that I notice is uh, there's a 1 day difference, right? The app itself takes Sunday as the first day of the week and Saturday as the last day of the week to capture that weekly, stats. Whereas the email, it goes Monday through Sunday. So hopefully I don't confuse you guys, but just be aware, it's just how the app versus the weekly review it's captured. So here you're going to see that July 11 to 17, I still did 5 days out of 5 days of activity, and then you can see, there's run on the 11th. There's, I think this was just a combined activity for the same day. There was a walk and I haven't made a count, so I don't want to delete. So there's really 3 activities for the same day. I think I went for a walk later at night that day. You guys notice it's a little tiny, but the first 2 activities are in the morning. That'll be a Sunday. 8:13, 8:25 a.m. and then at night, 9 p.m. it's a walk. It's a 53. So it was fairly active that day, right? And I think there's an issue with how this week was captured, but I just want to explain how the app tracks the activity. And then July the 13th, which would have been I think Tuesday, and then the 15th, which would have been probably Friday or Thursday, and then again another walk, right? So some days I was either running in the morning and then walking a bit at night. So it kind of tracks, right, in a different way. So activity-wise, that's how it shows on the app. The one part that I find the most useful, and I'm going to go to that in a second. Let me turn on the location and the Bluetooth. Not necessarily to match the same numbers, but the actual calories in versus calories left. The reason I want to show this as probably the most important piece of data from the apps is because this is really what tells you if you're over or under, calorie wise for that day or for that week. So again, I don't think I necessarily have to go to those days, right? But if I really wanted to, I could. I just choose one here, and I actually can go through that. So let's go to July 11 to the 17th. So these are the days that the activity was referring to. So if you guys look at Sunday here, the first bar, when it's blue, that means I'm under. You guys notice the pop-up. It says I have 341 calories left, right, based on my food intake and how many calories I burned, working out, what have you. So that day I was very active, and I ate kind of the usual, not too much, not under, but I had a deficit in calories, so that's good. Ideally, you can have some days like that. Now, on the other hand, if I look at the last day, which was, I'm sorry, that day was Saturday, not Sunday. This day was Saturday, July the 12th. I'm sorry, July, let me take that back. So as I was saying, just to match the days from the email, this is Sunday the 12th. Again, that's not how Fitbit, the app, uses the weekly. In Fitbit, the app, first day is Sunday, right? But anyhow, not to confuse you, this is a Saturday. And then this this is Sunday, kind of beginning of the week, how Fitbit tracks. This is Sunday, Monday, and so forth. And the last day of the week to kind of measure, to capture your activity and so forth for that, it's Saturday. So the same way that on Sunday I had a deficit of 341 calories, on Saturday, I'm sorry, it's a confusion with Saturday and Sunday because the app and the notification. So on Sunday I had that deficit, and then last day of the week, which is Saturday, I had a over number in calories, which was 141. From the 500 calories deficit that I'm shooting for to lose 1 pound of weight every week. So hopefully this wasn't too nerd or too nerdy. Again, the app has a lot of useful pieces. I think I'm going to do one review, one video separate of all the things you can do. I just wanted to let you know about this weekly activity recap email, the progress that you get from Fitbit, and how the email compares to the app, and how you can track. I mean, basically the whole point of this is at the end of the week, say Monday night, you go and read your review of the prior week, and you can tell, oh yeah, I know I was lazy this week, or I ate too much, or what have you, and therefore you're going to be in the green, or you're going to be in the pink, or what have you, right? So I hope you guys find useful this weekly progress email from Fitbit. I'm going to make another video that concentrates specifically on the weight, because I know that's what most of you probably are concerned about. And yeah, the weight is the final result. It's like the cherry on top of the cake, but everything that comes into play is how much you eat and how much you exercise and sleep and so forth. So again, hopefully you find this useful. Subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. It's very useful. I need to grow the channel, but I also need to post a lot more content. And also don't forget to like, which also it's useful and it's helpful to attract more traffic, and hopefully I can put out a lot more content than I have recently. Thank you guys, and see you on the next video.